Hey, what's up, YouTube? I missed you guys. Haven't painted anything for you guys in a while, so here you go. I know it might look a little different. Look like I might have jumped straight into it. I did skip a few steps. The main two steps that I skipped was the background, which was just me experimenting with different paints, playing around with them, pouring them on each other, letting that dry to kind of make like a really cool watercolor technique. And then I just painted like a really like light wash of the figure over top. I kind of drew it out first, and then I just took and put like a really light gray down just to get a base tone down. What you see me doing now is putting a whole bunch of fur on this creature. I will let you know what this creature is here soon once it starts to come together. But this is the really muddy stage of it. I don't think I've painted like this in a while. Like just very free. I got some new brushes, trying out new brushes. I think this whole entire painting, well, when it comes to like the animal part, I only used two different brushes. One was just a little bit thicker than the other one. So if you look at how it turns out, pretty much at the end, it's not super realistic at all. My artwork is never realistic, but it does have a really cool style. I am still playing around with my techniques, playing around with just the way I lay down colors. Right now you can see I'm adding like some darker tones. Even like the tones that I'm adding now it's not even black. They're just a very dark gray color. It's like a charcoal gray. Everything is just very matte gray. There's no white, there's no black on this painting yet at all. So yeah, I'm playing around with that. I do want to get like the fur of this creature because it does have like a very particular type of fur, as you can see as it's coming together. It may be a cat, maybe something else. No, but yeah, this creature has like a very particular type of style of fur, so I did want to capture that. Okay, let's zoom in. So here's a zoom in. I really love this part, y'all. Y'all, this is a treat. I kind of like did the eyes very different than I normally paint eyes, but I love how they turned out. You see me adding like the orange. It's the same exact orange that's in the background, but I'm just adding a little bit of white to it, or just like letting it show as this like pure tone. Now I'm adding a little bit of shadows around the eyes. I'm also using a reference picture, you guys. If you use a reference picture, your artwork would look so much better. You don't have to draw it the same exact way, but have some reference, have something to look at so you know what you're drawing. Definitely if you're drawing something that's very technical. As you can see, if you follow me on Instagram, you will already know exactly what this is. Let's just let them know now. So this creature that I am drawing, it's probably from like a really famous movie. But it's from the actual like jungle. But it's very known from a very famous movie called Madagascar. I decided to draw a lemur, y'all. I'm teaching my students at school how to paint, or not even how to paint, how to draw in black and white, how to get all those tones and play around with like showing white on their canvas, showing all the gray tones, and then showing like pure black as well. So I wanted to experiment with like gray tones, playing around with like white tones as well, and black, just to like make a really cool like image. And what other animal is there to do or to use, for example, as a lemur? So as you can see, I'm painting the tail now. That's what really like gives like the detail, like what this character is. I did try to add like a lot of like motion, kind of make it look like this character wasn't just like standing stiff. I did kind of want to make it look like it's moving a little bit, considering I was gonna just make it the only thing on this canvas, and then I have like the background, which makes it look a little bit more interesting. Right now I'm just adding black because the tail actually has black in it, so this is like the first time I'm really like using black, besides just a little bit in the face. Now I'm about to start adding this black down to the body. Literally how I'm doing the hair is just a whole bunch of just like either cross hatches or just letting the brush do one stroke out. That technique, it just helps you out get like fur, feathers, like anything that's like more of like a not smooth texture, I guess to say. Also, just you can't be afraid when you're looking at your reference pictures. Like your reference pictures is actually showing you where all those dark shadows are and where the shadows aren't. Me, for example, I do play around with like adding my own shadows and stuff like that as well. But I feel like you can like pretty much do a good job just faking them. So check it out, check it out. I feel like it looks so awesome. We're almost finished here. Oh, I'm adding white. This white just like, you know, helps set things out a whole lot. If y'all hear that in the background, it's because my pet is about to get beat for doing only God knows what, and I just don't want to look at him. So let's continue this painting, y'all. Look at that white. That white just added. I added the white at the end literally as a highlight. As you can see when I put it on there, it's not the same color as that gray. It just makes things pop out a little bit more. But yeah, just here we go. That zoom in, it's all dry. Look at that tail. That's what that texture look like up close. Like whenever you look at them, you literally just a whole bunch of brush strokes together. Like sometimes art is just very abstract or just very clean at the same time. Like you can make something clean and abstract. Like look at this face. The face is so clean, it's so detailed. It's not like major detail, but it's more detailed compared to like the rest of the body. And it's also like the centerpiece, it stands out a lot more, and it's just like really nice detail when it comes with that brush. So love y'all, thank y'all for sticking around. You know, that's my lemur. Peace.